Hello? 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 Beeping, hear but buzzing. Okay, hear but buzzing. Hear but buzzing. Oh no. Oh, why is that a dodgy thing then? Hang on, let me pop this up here where I can keep an eye on it. Okay, I don't know why, but it's my okay, I've worked out what the issue, oh no, I've worked out where the issue is coming from, and I've put it up higher so I can see it. So hopefully it will sort itself out. I'm just gonna have to keep staring at it. Buzzing, I do have my fan on in here, so if it's not the fan, let me know, but there is always sort of a shh noise because I do have to have the fan on. So hello. Oh, Sue, bless you, thank you for the stars. We're just going to try with that. Hopefully that works. Really bad. It's not the fan. So bad. I don't know what's happening. I can't hold this. Oh, hang on. Let me. I don't know what to do. Okay, definitely not the fan, so hopefully that's okay. Okay, let's just pop this over here then. Is it okay there? My phone? No, I'm not on my phone. I'm not on my phone, so that's the sounds like a radio interference. Okay, so I've popped it on the other side, so hopefully that will be okay. It's good now. Okay, so I've popped it on that side, so fingers crossed that that stays okay. Good now. Okay. Again, apologies. I'm going to keep an eye out on the comments. If it goes funny, I'll stop straight away and sort of have a look to see what's going on, and then after the live I can investigate it properly to see what's going on. Dearie me. Okay, so hello, welcome. It is Sunday. Lots and lots of going on. We have got our coconut quandaries, where it is a guess to see how many pearls are in the coconut. We have our summer bonanza sale on the website, which is up until the end of summer. We have got our up until the end of August. If you order a charm, you get a extra free oyster opening on top of that. You do get to pick your oyster, obviously, between the mystery, Nunu, expand the rainbow and normal oysters, so you get a bonus free oyster there if you order a charm, and that's until the end of August. And yeah, lots and lots going on. So the order list has been posted on the page, so if you would like to order, there is still space available. Where have I put that? There's still space available for today. I'll do an updated order list once we get to the end of the current order list. I think that's everything, so we're going to go jump straight in. So up first today is Michelle Scowen. Michelle, are you here? So I've got a hair on my face somewhere. Ugh, that was not a nice noise. So Michelle Scowen, are you here? Excuse me. Hello, 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 hello. So I'm looking for Michelle, so if anybody can see Michelle, please comment on her comments. That will bring it forward so I can see. And Michelle, if you are here, please type I'm invisible, because that will bring your comment forward as always. Oh, Becky, I hope you feel better soon. Bless you. I'm fine, thank you, Madeline. I hope you're well as well. Okay, last call for Michelle. If not, we will move on. And then, of course, if she does come on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. There's no subtitles. Why ever not? Normally there is. I haven't turned them off. I don't even know where to turn them on from my end. Okay, so I haven't seen Michelle. We're going to move on. So yeah, if she does come on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. Up next is Katrina Lowe. Katrina, are you here? Excuse me. Oh, you can see subtitles. Okay, so subtitles are there. What you'd need to do if you would like them on is go to the three dots, and then you can turn them on, and also you can turn them off that way as well. And Katrina, hello, 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 hello. Now, because of course it is a different name on Facebook as what I've got here, my lovely, I will just need you to confirm the second part of the email address for me. So just what's after the @ sign, what the email carrier is. And like I said, it's just to confirm because it's a different name on Facebook as the order form. So if you could confirm for me, my lovely. Kat, that's perfect. Thank you, my lovely. So, Katrina, you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, my lovely? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and keep the shells, of course you can. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Kat? So you'd like 2 oysters here. So 1 and 2. Let me get these open. So there's 1 and 2. And let's go down. So if we start with your mystery oyster number 1, you've got a lighter pop there. And here's your mother of pearl. Now I will of course clean this up for you in just a moment. I can see, however, that you are quadding with your first oyster cat. And let me just have a squidge in here for you. Oh. Sticky. There's no more in that one, which actually brought the flesh away from the shell beautifully there. So quadding with your first oyster. Okay, so we have got a brighter icy blue, a sunset yellow, so that is a lemon yellow with that sunset splash, so you can see there. Base lemon yellow with that coral splash, making it a sunset pearl. You've got a dark purple and then a brighter coral as well. And then moving on to oyster number 2. You've got quite a nice deep pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can actually see you've got a runaway, but you've also got multiple pearls there. And if I have a squidge here for you, 1, 2, 3. And you have triples. Oh, sorry, you'd like to keep the shells. Let me just bring them back. So sorry. Let me clean the shells up for you, then we'll have a closer look at the pearls for you. Okay, so from your triple oyster, you have got a pastel gold, a pink and a lilac purple. So altogether you've got an icy blue, a sunset yellow, dark purple and coral, and then a pastel gold, a pink and a lilac purple. What do you think to these cats? Now, of course, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. Sorry guys, let me just sort that out. I do apologise, cats. And there we go. Okay, so shushed. So your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The sunset yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. Dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your pastel gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. Can you have the dark purple on there? Let me write this. I've just brought you up so I can write this down. And coral on the necklace. Yes, so dark purple on there and coral on there. Perfect. Kat, can you confirm, are you happy with the other colours as well? Love them. Perfect. I'm just wrapping up the shells for you, my lovely. Okay, and then if I pop your pearls in here, love them. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that, and of course we'll be happy with everything once it arrives. I've wrapped up the shells as well, so they are yours. That's on there, and then that's safe up there for you, my lovely. Yep, I've got coral on the necklace as well. Thank you, guys. It's your first order, Cats. Well, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. I am just going to have to pop you guys on this screen for a moment. I am going to just mute the microphone for just 2 seconds while I just sort something out quickly. Okay, I do apologise. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Sorry about that. Back. Okay. Oh, bless you, Becky. Honestly, we don't let anything get to you, my lovely. I know, touch wood, Linda. I know. Right, so up next today is Claire Wright. Claire, are you here? Claire, hello, 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 hello. You have got one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you, Kaylee. Of course I can. Alfie, hello. Thank you for watching. I hope you're okay. Oh, no, sorry, Claire. You've got 2 openings altogether. Put my brain on. Oh, and 3 openings altogether. Oh, my gosh. I've got them all written down here. I just didn't read. You've got a loyalty card too. You have indeed. 3 oyster openings altogether, Claire. Oh gosh. I'm gonna start again in a second. What 3 oysters would you like, my lovely? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Can you have mystery and donate? Of course you can. 1, 2, and 3. Now, are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? And that's just me in Brecon. Oh, I missed the rest of the comment to see what you mean there, Sophie. I can't see it. Right, let's go down. So, mystery oyster number 1. Oh, quite a nice sharp pop there. And in oyster number 1, there's your mother of pearl. And in here you've got a runaway of an icy blue there. And there's no more in that one. So you have got a 2-tonal icy blue to start with. So I'm just going to hold him up so you can have a closer look. So you've got lighter and then brighter areas as you go around the pearl there. So two-tonal icy blue to start with. Then moving on to Mystery Oyster number 2, and you've got a light pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge again, and you've got a darker TARDIS blue. So two-tonal icy blue and then a TARDIS blue. Let me just dry him up for you as well. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your Mystery Oyster. So lights pop there. Ooh. Sorry, I've had a frog in my throat all day. It keeps ribbiting back up again, so I do apologise if I go croaky. So I can see 3 pearls here. Oh, and a 4th pearl. You are quadding. Excuse me. And there's no more in that one. So let me dry your quadding pearls up. I am all day, Sophie, honestly. Wherever I went, I've just see it keeps coming. Just been croaking. Okay, so oh gosh, right. So oh, it's gonna be one of those nights tonight. I can feel it. You've got a dark purple, slightly two-tonal there. You've got a larger two-tonal lemon yellow with a coral spot. Just a little coral spot there, but light yellow, dark yellow, and a coral spot. You've got a two-tonal apple green, so again lighter and darker colours there. And then the last pearl oh, is a two-tonal blurple. So blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple, and this is a two-tonal. Oh, let's get this focused. Two-tonal blurple. So it's got again lighter and darker areas here. Okay. Oh, bless you, Lisa. Thank you for the Kermit stars there. Okay, so you've got a two-tonal icy blue, a darker TARDIS blue, a two-tonal purple, two-tonal yellow, two-tonal apple green, and a two-tonal blurple. What do you think to all of these, Claire? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them for you. So the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. TARDIS blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Dark purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Two-tonal yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Two-tonal apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Okay, Claire, what do you think? Can you swap the green for a red? The blue for a forest green. Oh, oh, the icy blue. Okay, that's fine. So the red. Oh, that one is beautiful. Oh, blurple. Swap the blurple out, keep the icy blue for a forest green. I'm going to go through it again, Claire, just to confirm, make sure I haven't misunderstood, because and the rest on hoops. And which one on the jewellery, my lovely? Oh, TARDIS on the jewellery. Right, let's go through this. So what I've done is I've swapped out the two-tonal blurple and the two-tonal apple green. So I've added in that red and that green there. So just confirm for me if you're happy with those shades. And then you'd like to have the TARDIS blue on the jewellery and the rest on hoop fittings. Is that all correct, my lovely? I did measure them, didn't I? Did I measure them? Just confirm for me. That's perfect, perfect. So if I just write that down for you. So we're going to have the TARDIS blue on there. And the loose ones on hoop fittings. And I did measure them. Gosh, definitely going to be one of those days. Claire, I hope you're happy with that then. The invoice for that will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells. Excuse me. And I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. Claire, you're very, very welcome. Okay, sorry about that. Perfect. Up next today is Claire Sullivan. Claire Sullivan, are you here? Sorry, I've got a bottle of water this evening, so I have to drink that off screen, otherwise I'll end up spilling it because I'm clumsy. I'm fine, thank you, Tracy. I hope you're well as well. And Claire, good evening. Claire, you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate. 1 and 2. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down, my lovely. So your mystery oyster number 1. Oh, bless you, Michelle. I can add you back into the end of the order list if you're happy to do so. If you're going to be here, my lovely, that's not a problem. So there's your mother of pearl, Claire. And I can actually see a little bit of a peeper there. And you've got a gorgeous blush pink. And there's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a blush pink. You're looking for an autumn peach. Okay. Slightly darker blush pink there, but still that is a gorgeous colour. Look at him. No, Gail, we're not fully booked. If you would like to order, you can order for this evening, and I'll do an additional order this once I get to the end of the current one. Claire, moving on to oyster number 2, and you've got a double pop there. And in here, there's a little bit of flesh there, but again, we can see there's no pearls on that side. And then we can see a peeper in there again. And you have got a 2-tonal icy blue. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so if I dry this up for you, you've got a blush pink and a 2-tonal icy blue. What do you think to these, Claire? Now, you did say you was hoping for that autumn peach, so if you would like to swap one or both of these, I can do that for you. Or of course, if you're happy with these, that's not a problem as well. Your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Swap the blue for a lighter autumn peach. Let's have a look. What are we popping it on? Oh, okay, I'm with you. How about this one here? Now again, I could go possibly slightly lighter, and I could definitely go darker. What do you think to this one? And then I'm assuming it's the peach on the jewellery, if that's correct. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back up again and just confirm for me. So peach on there. Invoice for a hoop fitting on the pink. Of course I can. And peach on the jewellery. Perfect. So invoice for the hoop on the pink. I've got that down for you. Peach on the charm. Thank you for confirming. The invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Claire, thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, no, you're very, very welcome. Up next today is Kira Hendry. Kira, are you here? Kira, hello, hello, hello. You have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? What do you think? Michelle, I'm going to add you back in. I didn't see if you wanted to, but Michelle, I've just added you back into the end, my lovely, okay? Just so I don't forget to. Can you have mystery, Kira? You can indeed, and donate the shells. Thank you very much. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So I'm just going to open these up for you. There's 1 and 2, and let's go down. Yes, please. Perfect, Michelle. I've added you on, my lovely. Not a problem. So, Kira, your oyster number 1, mystery oyster. You've got a light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Okay, so we'll see what colours come out, my lovely, and then we'll go from there. You've got a lighter coral pearl to start with there. Oh, quite juicy that one, but there's no more in that one. So let me just dry him up for you. So your first pearl out is a lighter coral. And then moving on to your oyster number 2. So again, this is your mystery oyster. And you've got a light pop there. Oh wow, there's your mother of pearl. Let me show you what I can see. Look at those. They are a gorgeous Pepsi blue twin there. And quite a good sized Pepsi blue twin. Again, there's no more in that one. Does the coral look like blush pink, does it? It is that sort of lighter shade. I'd definitely say he's base coral, but I can understand. Aaron would definitely call him pink. So you've got twinning Pepsi blue twins. Now the blue on this side, he is slightly lighter than his twin there. So if you do have a preference to a lighter or darker one, this one on this side is the lighter of the two. Now if you're happy with these, I'll just need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery, Kira. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The darker blue twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the lighter blue twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is also an 8.5. So they're measuring the same size there, just slightly different shades to each other. Can you keep them all? Perfect. And can you have the coral on the charm? Of course you can. Let me bring you back up here. So we're going to have coral on here, and then of course keeping the rest as well. Kira, I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Just popping them in there. And again, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And then that's safe up there for you, my lovely. Okay, perfect. You're very, very welcome, Kira. And up next today is Lillian Walker. Lillian, are you here? Topping up the order list there. I'll try and keep it topped up as we go, and then that way that I'll try and pop it on the page as well. Lillian, hello. You have got 2 oyster openings altogether. Mystery and donate the shells for you. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So 1 and 2. There's 1 and 2, and let's go down. So your first mystery oyster, quite a nice sharp pop there, looking for a chocolatey bronze. Love that. Okay, so first oyster, there is your mother of pearl, and I can actually see a peeper. Can we see that there? It's a blue night tonight, isn't it? Lots of blue pearls here. So you've got a no more in there. Let me just have a closer look. I was going to say TARDIS blue, but I think he's slightly too tonal with the Pepsi blue tones coming through there as well. So possibly Pepsi blue base with the TARDIS blue overtone. Can you see it's sort of lighter here and then darker there. So just slight two-tonal blue. And then moving on to your oyster number 2. So again, your mystery oyster. Light pop there. Definitely a blue night because there's your mother of pearl. Lillian, you are twinning another set of blue twins, and they are no more in that one. They are two-tonal as well. Two-tonal Pepsi and TARDIS blue. So you've got a single Pepsi and TARDIS blue and twinning Pepsi and TARDIS blues. Possibly different sizes to the single pearl. Let me just show you. So this is twin number 1. Again, lighter and darker areas. And then twin number 2. Oh, sorry. Twin number 2. Lighter and darker areas. Okay, let me hold these up for you. What do you think to these, Lillian? It's definitely a blue night. Again, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which colours you'd like on the jewellery. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. The single two-tonal blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Oh, I thought he was going to be a 9, but he does go through the 8.5 there. And then blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. Swap the second of the twins, that was this one here, for a chocolatey bronze. Now, is this one too light, too dark? And that's the blue there. Just confirm if that's not the correct blue, but that was the second one that came out, the second one I showed you and the second one I measured, but correct me if you prefer to swap one of the others. And of course, is that chocolatey bronze correct shade? And if so, just again, confirm for me it's that one that you'd like to have on the jewellery. Just going to bring you up here. Can you have lobster fitting on the others? And that's brilliant for the jewellery, perfect. So if I take that blue, pop it in the swaps. Let me write this down. So we're going to have the chocolate bronze on the jewellery, perfect, and lobster fittings. Lobster on the others. Perfect, so I've got that down for you. So your invoice, that will get sent across tomorrow for you to the email address that's on the order form. As always, Lillian, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well, and that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Very welcome. I've got a really itchy nose. I don't know, do I have my... I don't have my itchier thing. Like a really itchy side of my nose. Oh, I know. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Sorry, do you know when it's like a pinpoint real itch now kind of thing? Oh gosh. Right, up next today is Emma Favel. Emma, are you here? what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just post the order list in the comments as we go, if that's okay, just because everyone's here in the comments anyway. So if I do it that way, it's easier than trying to load the page and see your comments as well, because I don't want to miss you. So I'm calling for Emma now, and then this is the order list with the extra added orders that have just come in. So there is 5 people. Oh, and sorry, I've missed off Michelle on the order list, but she is after Cindy. So it will be Emma, Cindy, Michelle, and then Lisa. Sorry, I've just because I added her back in, I didn't write it down. I do apologise, but you are there, Michelle. Okay. So Emma, Cindy, Michelle, Lisa, Rachel, Gail, you guys are on the order list. And if you would like to order, there is still space available for today. So looking for Emma Favel. Emma, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. If anybody can see Emma, please comment on her comment as well. That will bring it forward. Not a problem, Michelle. In fact, let me add you in here, otherwise I've got you in front of me, but if I just add you on my list as well, then it's, there we go. Okay, last call for Emma. If not, we'll move on. Oh, bless you, Karen. I don't do well in the heat either, so I hear you. Bless you. Have a hot cup of tea, possibly. That helps me cool down. Oh, I've forgotten the lovely lady's name, but she lives in Australia, and she said a cool, like, towel on the back of the neck is meant to really help us cool down as well. Possibly was, I don't want to say a name and get it wrong. I think I know who it was, but yeah, the lovely lady said to do that. But yeah, I hope it's only going to get hotter next week, so yeah, I don't do well in the heat either, bless you. Okay, I haven't seen Emma, so we're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in again, but it will be towards the end of the order list. Beverly, it was you. I was going to say you, but I didn't want to, just in case I got it wrong, I didn't want to. But yeah, I had your name on the tip of my tongue, Beverly. I'm fine, thank you, Rhiannon. I hope you're well as well. A frozen towel on the back of the neck works wonders. I don't have room in my freezer for a towel. It's full of ice poles. My kids have got ice pole galore in that drawer. I have a drawer that I tend to try and keep for stuff like ice packs and stuff. No. Right, up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Oh, bless you, Rachel. A bucket of cool water. Yes, that helps, Tara. I said to Aaron to do that, and bless his heart, he got me a bit of like a bucket for water, and he put loads of ice cubes in the water, and then it was freezing cold. I couldn't put my foot in. Like, it was too cold. I'd go to put it in and it just wouldn't. I couldn't. So I had to scoop them out. It was a whole process, but it was lovely in the end. Cindy, hello. Cindy, you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, Cindy? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you, Rhiannon. Well, I hope you liked it. I know, Beverly. He definitely, I was going to say he does try, but he does more than that. He's just As you all know, I could talk about my husband forever. So Cindy, two oyster openings altogether, and what 2 oysters would you like? Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you, Karen. Bless you, my lovely. Autumn will come. Only a few more. What, 6? Say about 10 weeks until it starts autumnizing, shall we say? So not long. Bless you. Cindy, Mystery Oyster, donate the shells. So 1 and 2. Cindy, would there be certain colours that you're hoping for? There's 1 and 2. So if we go down to Mystery Oysters and donating the shells. Oh, double, very, very soft pops with that one. And then continuing with our blue theme, you have got a runaway, bright icy blue. However, I can see straight away, Cindy, you are twinning with gorgeous, bright icy blues there. There's no more in that one. Possibly visually slightly different in size. You can see the one on this side would be possibly slightly larger than the twin there. I will measure them at the end. But gorgeous, bright, bold, icy blues to start with. Moving on to your oyster number 2, which is your Mystery Oyster. A slightly louder pop with that one. And in here, there is your Mother of Pearl. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the amount of blues we've got tonight. You've got another icy blue. However, this one is a more pastel icy blue, so he's a different shade to the twins that you've got there, Cindy. Okay, so if I pop this in here for you, what do you think to these? So twinning bright, bold icy blues, and then you've got a single lighter icy blue. Cindy, as always, I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. If you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. The icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then the twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're actually measuring the same size there. They just visually do look slightly different there. Oh, bless you, Rachel. Well done you, though. You're tough to get through that, bless you. I never knew it was 2 hours. When I had my son, I did it every 3 hours. So I didn't realise there was a stage before that, which is like serious. So well done you. It's not long in between at all, is there? Bless you. Cindy, twinning bright, bold, icy blues. And then you've got your lighter single blue as well. Your twins are measuring the same size as each other, even though they do look visually slightly different sizes there. Can we swap one of the twins for a deep lilac and the others on jump rings? Is it the, I don't have, I'm going to show you what colour I can do. I don't have a deep lilac. If you'd like to go on a waiting list for a lilac, then that's not a problem. I can do that for you. I can do this kind of colour. Let me know, is that one okay? If not, and if you don't mind waiting, I can definitely pop you on a waiting list. So is that purple okay? And then to confirm, is it the purple on the jewellery and the others on jump rings? That colour's okay? Perfect. So just to confirm, it was one of the twins for that, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, so let me just pop these in here for you and then I'll write that down. Okay, so we're going to have the purple on here, and you'd like to be invoiced for the others on jump rings. Perfect. Cindy, I've got that down for you. You're very welcome. Thank you for the donations with your shells. The invoice for you will also get sent across tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. That's safe up there for you, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, Cindy. Okay, perfect. Excuse me. You're very, very welcome, Cindy, my lovely. Okay, up next today is Michelle Scowen. Michelle, are you here? Mystery and donate, Michelle. Perfect. So you've got one opening altogether. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for at all, Michelle? So your mystery oyster. Let's go down. Okay, so we've got a soft pop there. Ooh, and in here there's a little bit of flesh there, but we can see that there's no pearls on that side. I can, however, see a lilac purple pearl there. Let me squidge in here for you. Maybe a blue. Oh, bless you. Well, it has been a blue night. However, this is not a blue, I'm afraid. You have got a lilac purple. Now, what do you think to this one? Of course, if you prefer to swap him for a different shade, we can do so. Or if you're happy with this one, Michelle, that's perfect. I can pop him on the jewellery for you. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a... Oh! I do apologise. Not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. You really love this one. Does that mean you would like to keep this one? That's perfect, perfect. He is yours, my lovely. Let me bring you back up and pop him in here, and then I'm just going to write down that we're going to have the lilac on there. Okay, Michelle, thank you for the donations with your shells. You're very welcome. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, so again, I'm just going to pop the order list in the comments, guys. So up next is Lisa Brown. Lisa, are you here? So Lisa Brown, Rachel S, and then Gail B. If you would like to order, there's still space available to be added on to today, and the wait is not too long at all. I keep thinking it's later than it is today, actually. So I'm looking for Lisa Brown. Lisa, hello. You have got 2 oyster openings altogether. So 2 mystery oysters and donate your shells. Is there certain colours, Lisa, that you're hoping for? There's 1 and 2. Okay, so if we go down, your mystery oyster number 1, you've got a light pop there, and in here there is your mother of pearl, and you have got a lighter gold, 2-tonal gold. I wasn't sure if it was more of a lighter chocolate bronze then or more towards the gold, but he's definitely a 2-tonal gold here. So if I just bring him up so you can see, we've got the brighter gold there, goes into that lighter shade of gold, and then back into the brighter gold. So 2-tonal gold to start with. And then moving on to your oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster. And you've got a light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And then I can see here you have got a blue. Let me squidge him out. He is a 2-tonal Pepsi and TARDIS blue. And there's no more in that one. So you've got a 2-tonal TARDIS and Pepsi blue. So lighter and darker blue, as you can see going around your pearl there. Lisa, 2-tonal gold and 2-tonal Pepsi and TARDIS blue. So if I run these ones through the board for you, your gold, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the 2-tonal blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. It's definitely a blue night tonight, Beverly. Lisa, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. What do you think? What would you like to do? Swap the blue for a light purple. Now I don't have any lilac purples available, so if you would like to have a lilac purple, I can pop you on a waiting list for that. Just having a look, so possibly the lightest purple I could get at the moment, if you prefer not to wait, is that one, or even a lighter silvery grape purple, because they're quite a lighter shade. So that one's a two-tonal silver and grape purple. Would you be happy with either one of those? So you've got the bright purple on this side, and that's a two-tonal silver and grape purple. Or like I say, if you prefer to have that lilac purple and you don't mind waiting, I can pop you on the waiting list for that one. Two-tonal grape, please, and I have that one on the jewellery. Perfect. So I've taken the blue swap away, and let me bring you back up so I can write that down. So grape, two-tonal grape on there. Perfect. Let me pop this in here for you. And on here, Lisa, I hope you're happy with that. And a hoop on the other one, of course you can. Okay, I've got that down for you as well. So your invoice, that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it'll go to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you for the donations with your shells, Lisa, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And I've popped that up there for you. My swaps, Joe, is crazy. Crazy. My swap box is, I don't know how many's in there. Obviously we've got however many this is with the chocolates. I can't obviously tell you how many it is because there's a competition at the moment. But yeah, these. Shall I give you a little help, guys? As in, if you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 20 pearls. That's a massive handful. Still loads left. So I had a couple of runaways there. So there's a competition at the moment, links above, for guessing how many pearls are in the coconut. And they're just the chocolate swaps. Gosh. Oh, right, let me bring you back up again. Up next today is Rachel Grace. Rachel, are you here? Rachel, hello my lovely. So you have got 2 oyster openings altogether, Rachel. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate. Perfect. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Rachel? So there's 1 and 2. Okay, so if we go down, hoping for a yellow. Okay, so mystery oyster, double pop there, and in here there is your mother of pearl. And let me have a squidge in here. You have got a pastel yellow. No way. So fingers crossed. So you was hoping for a yellow, and your first pearl is a pastel yellow. Let me hold him up so you can see. Then moving on to oyster number 2. You've got quite a nice deep pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Oh, Rachel, you are twinning. And twinning with lilac purple twins. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so let me just dry these up for you. It does look like you've got one which is, they do look slightly different. So the visually smaller of the two is slightly darker, and that means the visually larger of the two is slightly lighter. So you can see smaller and darker on this side, and then lighter and larger one on that side. So there is a difference between the two. And then of course your pastel yellow at the top there. Now, if you would prefer, of course, to have a brighter yellow, we can swap these for you. Or if you're happy, Rachel, just let me know which one you'd like where. Your pastel yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. The darker of the purples is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And the slightly lighter of the purples is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. So they are measuring at different sizes there. What do you think? Can we swap the smaller lilac for a bright yellow and the large lilac for two-tonal blue at the beginning of the live? Was it this one? And then it goes down. If I just reposition, was it this one? Or because I've got a swap pot here, but oh, I think that might have been the blurple actually. Or there's this two-tonal blue. So we'll say 1, then that one's number 2. I think it was one of those two. So number 1 or number 2 are either of those the ones you're looking for. And then bright yellow. Let me have a little look. All the prices are on our website, Leah. Depends on what you're looking for, depends on the price. Oh, icy blue. Was it this one? Or that's not two-tonal. No, that's not two-tonal. That's not two-tonal. That is. But that, oh no, this one's the blurple. Okay, so that's the blurple. Oh, there's a icy blue there. Okay, or there's this one. Okay, so 3 different blues there. So if I go through again, blue number 1, slightly blurple feel to him, but definitely blue. Blue number 2. Blue number 3. Or blue number 4. The last one, blue number 4. Okay, so you have got the pastel yellow, the sunshine yellow, and the 2-tonal blue. Is it the sunshine yellow that you'd like to have on your jewellery, my lovely? Let me just take these and pop them back in my swap pot next to me. I'm just going to bring you back up. So if they're correct, is it the sunshine yellow that you'd like to have on your jewellery? Oh, sorry, pastel yellow on the jewellery. That's absolutely fine. So to confirm, you've got the 2-tonal blue, sunshine yellow pastel yellow on the jewellery. Pastel yellow. I hadn't written anything, so that's perfect. I've got that down for you now. Let me pop these in here for you. Okay. Can you see? Oh, it's because Aaron's out with the kids. He'll be back any minute, but Rafiki is in the house. He's not actually in the garden, so the house is closed and you can hear him. Then still 2 sets of walls and a garden in between. He's a noisy puppy. Been wanting sunshine yellow in your pearl collection, and that's all correct. Well, I hope you're happy with that, Rachel. That's safe up there for you, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Let me go in and see if they want to come in here with me. Let me pop you on here for a second, just because then he has been barking for a little second. All right, give me I don't know how far this microphone's going to go. Hello, noisy bums. Come on. Yes, hello, hello. Go on. All right. Come on, go lay down. Come lay down. Go lay down. Kovu, come. Good boy. Bed. Okay. Right, sorry about that. We'll see if they settle in here. If they don't, then they're going to have to go back in the house. Although Aaron should be here soon. Go to bed. I have a bed in here for them. Okay. Sorry about that. Right. Up next today is Gail Burns. Gail, are you here? And Gail, hello. No, Go to bed, otherwise you're going to go back. Rafiki. Okay, it was a mistake. I'm going to pop them back because we can't. No. Come on then. You're not doing this. Come on. Go back. I was going to be nice. No. Come on. No. Go on. Go in. Good boys. There we go. Sorry, guys. Oh no, it's because they're excited because when me or Aaron or even the kids are out the house, they'll hear every tiny little sound, and any sound they can hear, they're going to bark because they think it's one of us coming home, which is lovely, but also barky. So yeah, that's why I didn't have them in here to start with. Bless them. Oh, do you? Sorry. I've put them back in there now, so hopefully they'll be okay. Or no, they will be okay. Aaron will be back at in the next 5 minutes, I imagine, anyway. Right, so Gail, my lovely, sorry about that, but you have got 2 oyster openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like, Gail? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I can't believe you guys could hear them though. Through my walls, the garden, them walls. Oh gosh. Noisy doggies. Can you donate and hopefully have one of those blues? Fingers crossed. That's been popular this evening. So I would say go for the mystery bag then, just because obviously that's where all the blues have come from so far. But you can of course go for the other bags as well if you prefer to. Us dog people have good hearing. Oh, we do. We do indeed. I thought it was Rafiki rather than Kovu due to the tone. Definitely Sue. Rafiki is still very high pitched compared to Kovu. I'd say Kovu has more of a gruff. Rafiki has more of a higher pitch. Yeah, and has the ow, whereas Kovu will just bark gruff. Yes, please, for the mystery. Perfect, Gail. And fingers crossed for some of those blues that have been making quite an appearance this evening already. So there's 1 and 2. So if we go down, mystery oyster number 1, light pop there. And in oyster number 1, there is your mother of pearl. And in here, you've got a very pastel yellow. There's no more in that one. I would almost say that this is a cream with a slight yellow overtone. It's very, very light, but is definitely got that yellow tone to him. Gorgeous cream with yellow overtone. And then moving on to mystery oyster number 2, quite a nice deep pop there. And in here there is your mother of pearl. Oh, and rolled straight out you've got a brighter purple. And there's no more in that one. So this purple is two-tonal, just slightly, with lighter and brighter areas as you go around the pearl there. What do you think to these, Gail? My dogs are called Kovu and Rafiki, and they are both names from the Lion King. So cream with that pastel-y yellow overtone and two-tonal purple. Gail, what do you think? If I run them through the board, the purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. It's completely up to you. Oh, bless you, Bronnie. Oh gosh, you are a trooper. Well, I hope that gets installed quickly for you. But that's Nagini. It is indeed, Karen. Please, can we swap for a blue or a purple? What shades are you thinking? So with the blues, I can almost swap to any of them. So these are the lighter. Let me see if I can get matching for you. Oh, I can't seem to find. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me put shades down, and then just because I know I'll be able to match the shades of the blues, it's just oh, that's a good shade there. Just trying to get you different shades. Teal, icy blue. Oh no, it's not a pain. Okay, so do you prefer the lighter or the darker one of those? The darker of the two. Perfect. Let me just see if I can match it or match that shade now. If so, that's perfect. Oh, I can match it with these two. These two are smaller pearls. I don't know if you have a preference to size. Can I match a larger size for you? Oh, bless him. He's got some lungs on him this evening, hasn't he? Hang on, let me show you these two. Do you have a preference for the size? If not, I would be able to match larger size, but possibly not on the live. I'll just have to have a dig through and find some. But what do you think to those? So it doesn't, they're just, I reckon they'll be 6.5. So I can measure them for you if you like. It's just obviously some people do, size doesn't matter. Okay, well, are you happy with these two here? So they are the same size and colour as each other. It's just, say for example, if I bring that one back, you can see the size difference in the pearl. That was all. They're amazing. Perfect. Okay, so let me bring you back up again. It's just some people do prefer to have the larger or smaller pearls sometimes. So if I can accommodate, I do try to. So we're going to have both of those on there for you. Okay, so let's pop these in here for you, Gail. You're very, very welcome. Okay, so thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. Pretty. Okay, so up next today, I think we're actually almost at the end of the order list. So if anybody would like to order, please do so sort of now, just so then that you can have your opening tonight. If not, and you don't mind having it later on in the week, that's absolutely fine. So up next then is Rebecca France. Rebecca, are you here? You're very, very welcome, Gail. It's a jumpsuit, Karen. So yeah, it's a, I'm not going to stand up. This is a cardigan, and then this is a jumpsuit, which is a 3/4 length sort of flowy leg one, if that makes sense. Oh, Rebecca, hello, my lovely. And thank you for confirming the email address there. Rebecca, you have got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate. And you are looking for a purple. Okie dokie. So, in here, let's go down. Your mystery oyster. Quite a nice sharp pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And then in here, you are twinning. And Rebecca, you was hoping for purple, and you have purple twins, my lovely. There's no more in that one. Okay, so let me dry these up for you. Darker purple twins. Here they are in the sand. Now, if you're happy with these, perfect, I can pop one on your jewellery. If you're not happy, we can of course swap them for you. So if I run them through the board, your purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. Perfect. Can you have the second one on a hoop fitting too? So you'd like one on the jewellery and one on a hoop fitting. That's not a problem. Let me write that down for you. Do you have a preference as to which one on which? That's so very, if anything, there is one which is possibly slightly lighter, just a touch, than the other. But you're very welcome. Do you have a preference to slightly lighter or darker on the jewellery? Or don't you mind, my lovely? There is not much in it at all. Like looking at them like this, I couldn't see. It's just if you hold them up close. Slightly lighter on the jewellery, perfect. Perfect, got that down for you. The invoice for the hoop fitting, that will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you for the donations with your shells. And Rebecca, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And of course I've popped that up there for you. You're very, very welcome. And I think that's the end of the order list for today. Let me just refresh here. It is indeed. Okay, well, thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to check out our Coconut Quandaries, our summer sale, and if you order any charm, you get an extra free oyster opening until the end of August. We'll be live again on Tuesday evening for a normal live from around 8 p.m. So I hope you have a good Monday and start to your week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.